Hi. Been a hot minute. I'm sorry. Just school. Oh, that final stretch, it's kind of rough. So, yeah, I have my recital December 4th, so. Not long from now. Like, oh man, 2 weeks. Oh dear, yeah, like 2 weeks. Oh dear. Yeah, after I'm done here, I'm gonna be practicing. uh, um, so, yeah, school. It's been crazy. I'm ready to be done. I'm so tired of school. um, so, so stinking crazy. It's been 3 years since my car accident. I was thinking about going home for Thanksgiving, and I was like, oh dang, about that accident. How long has it been? Well, about 3 years. In fact, 3 years. Oh, that was rough. It was probably the worst night of my life, bar none. Because I'm not exaggerating when I say I wanted to die that night. That night was horrible. But it got better. Maybe not immediately, but it got better. Got engaged in Paris. Got to do all kinds of stuff after that. Been on several different trips. I've ridden in a couple of bomber planes. I've done all kinds of stuff. Just got back from an educators conference, state conference. It's great. It was awesome. But that night I was seriously thinking like, man, I should just die. Just die. I'm tired of living. And I know that's a sad thing to say, but and unfortunately that's a reality that a lot of people face, is that they just want to die. And that's sad. Like, we need to be more aware of that. And yeah, it might be harder for a lot of people to recognize, because some people can just play it off like they don't feel that way. Not everyone can. But that night was awful. I think of all the things I could have missed had I not given myself a chance. Had I not had people to support me and tell me that I'm gonna be okay, just give myself time. Had I not kept hope that things would get better. Like, if someone were to tell me from the future, like, yo, you're gonna be stuck with this for the rest of your life and it's gonna suck, I probably would have just said, all right, we're done, peace out. Knowing me. And you could say, wow, that's a quitter attitude. I'm just like, at that point in time, it was not good for me. It just wasn't. And like, surgery wasn't even on the table at that time. But I gave myself a chance to get surgery. You know? And just all the things I could have missed had I not let that night get the better of me. Well, had I let that night get the better of me. It's kind of sad thinking about it. But I'm okay. Things are going great. I'm almost done with my degree. Praise be. I'm sick of being in school. I'm so sick of being in school. I have a nasty kink in my neck. It feels wonderful. Excuse me. Actually, it feels horrible. Ow. I need something, I don't know what. But I just want to say, like, if you're going through crappy crap in your life and it gets you to a point where you're just knocked super low, it gets better. It does. Because, yeah, at that point, I really didn't think so. I was so down waiting for Josh in that hotel room by myself. I felt so lonely. I felt like nothing I did would ever matter. So just waiting was agony. I couldn't sleep that night. It was awful. But it gets better. You get knocked down, you get back up again. Don't let anything keep you down. And that, it's easier said than done, I understand. I get it, that's hard. Because when all you can think is, that really freaking sucked, why? Why? It's hard to move beyond that. Especially when it's so traumatizing. It is, it's hard to move past that, I get it. So just be patient with yourself. Take things step by step. And try to enjoy the little things as they come. Because eventually they build into the big things. The big things show up, and then it's like, whoa. Case in point. Like, had I just decided that night that I was done with it, that wouldn't have happened. So, love yourself. However you can, without drugs. Please don't do drugs. Just be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Because one day, you're gonna look back and think, I'm so glad I didn't give up. Even though I really wanted to. You're gonna feel that way. Eventually. Sure, not immediately. It's hard to feel that way immediately. But one day, just pick yourself up. Try to brush off the dirt. It might take a bit. Like, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. No. Just take your time. Because sometimes processing things can be hard. Like the wreck, I was just like, why did that have to happen? Now I don't have a car, now I can't drive. Wow, great, why? And then I learned, humility. It's important to understand that there are people who are happy to look out for you. And it's important to try to be that same person who'd look out for others. Pay it forward. So yeah, 3 years later, here's to many more. I mentioned a while back when Josh's dad was helping me move. We drove by the wreck site, and yeah, there's that brand spanking new telephone pole there, that power pole. And he pointed it out to me, and I'm just like, yeah, Ken, I know it's there. You didn't have to bring it to my attention. And I just got thinking about that whole night, which I really needed at that time. Just got thinking about it and I cried. It was great. Just like, wow, yeah, that's what I need. Is to be crying on the way back to school, and school hasn't even started yet. So yeah, there's that. Just don't give up. Yeah, it sucks. Just don't give up. Also, when you get a feeling of, I need to pull over, for the love of God, pull over. You might wind up in a ditch if you don't. If you got that voice telling you, pull over, listen to said voice. Yeah. They're my big takeaways for that. Alright, well, I'm gonna practice flute now so that I'm not intimidated by the acoustics again for my venue. Because that happened. Went and checked the acoustics so I can understand, like, what I'm up against. There is no hiding in that building. So, like, if I start getting flustered, it's like, well, hope I don't want to die again. I'll be fine. I'm gonna practice.